Okay, so in this class, we will study how can we send the data from server-side controller. Okay, if we have to send the data from server-side controller, how can we send the data? So what I'm doing, I'm going to open my Paint, then
Screen sharing will start today.
yeah, give me 1 minute. Okay, so my requirement is I have to send the data from server side, means from Apex class. Okay, I want to send the data from server side. So first I'll take simple scenario. Okay, so I'm taking simple scenario. I have to display my name which are available in Apex class. Okay, I have to display my name which are available in Apex class. It's simple scenario. Okay, so we will do it. So first I'm going to create the class. So file, new Apex class. Okay, I have created class. Now I'm going to create the method. Public static void first method. Then there is one variable. Okay, so we have name type of variable, and in this variable my value is available Quran Susani. So I want to display it in Visual Force, sorry, in Aura Lightning. So whatever you want to display in Aura Lightning, whatever you want to display in Aura Lightning. Okay, first you have to return the data. Return my name, return variable name, which variable data you want to display. So I want to display the data of my name variable Golan Susani. So return my name. Okay, what is the data type of my name? String. So when you will return the data, so you have to write the return type. So what is the data type of my name? String. So return type what it will be string. ठीक है. Second, method should be static. Method should be static and method should be Aura enabled. If you want to call any method in Aura component, so method should be Aura enabled. Second point, method should be static and method should return some value. Okay. So whenever you want to call Apex class method in Aura Lightning, so method should be Aura enabled and it should be static and method should return some value. Okay, so these are the mandatory point. So whenever you want to call Apex class method in Aura Lightning, method should be Aura enable, it should be static and method should return some value. Okay, we have done everything here. Now we can call it in Aura component. Okay, now I'm going to create the Aura component. Server side server side component. Okay, I have created server side component. Now click on okay, I have created server side component. So if you want to call, if you want to call Apex class in Aura component, so what is the first step? Write the controller and class name. Go to the component and add the controller. It's the first step. Which class you want to call? Add it in component. Controller is equal to class name. Okay. Then how we will get the data? I'm writing some code. Example of server side controller. Okay. Now I want value should be come in JS file. Okay. So how value will come? We have tried the code. So first we will call the method of Apex class. Call the method of the Apex class. Okay. So first question which I want to ask to you, where where we are calling the class? Where we are calling the class? In Aura component या in JS file? Till now जो भी लॉजिक लिखा है मैंने, क्लास को कहाँ कॉल करा रहे हैं? फर्स्ट ग्रोव या कंट्रोलर? We are calling the class in component controller is equal to first group या controller. Okay, we are calling the class in controller, sorry, in component. So now we have to take the data from component. Okay, class information are available in component, so write the component. Now from component what I want the method, so component dot get. What you want to get? I don't want attribute value, I want method. So to call the method we use C. To call the method we use C value provider. For attribute we use P value provider. For function या method we use C value provider. C dot method
Server
name.
side component.
Yeah. C dot method name. Method name is first method. C dot first method. Okay. So method you can call here. Then store the method information in one variable. So any variable you can create. Action, JavaScript, whatever name you want to write, you can write it. So it's the first step. Okay. Step one. Step two is optional. Step two is optional means we can write it and we also skip it. So here what I'm doing, I'm going to skip it. I'm not writing it. Okay. So step two, when we write, if you have to send the data from JS controller to server side controller, you have to send the data from JS file to Apex class. That time we write second step. Okay. So here we are not sending the data from JS to Apex. So we don't need to write it. Simple, I'm going to write step three. So in step three, what we will do, we will take the data from Apex class to JS file. We will take the data from Apex class to JS file. Okay. So function information are available in this variable action.js. So you have to write set callback. You have to write one method that is set callback. And in this method, there are two mandatory parameter. First is this, which we use to initialize the function, and second is function, in which we will get the response. Okay. So whenever you will write callback function, you have to write two parameter, this and function. In function, you will get the response. Okay. And here you have to see, I'm writing the curly bracket in function. So in function, we will get the response. Okay. So first we will check the state, means we are able to connect with Apex class or not. So to check the state, we write response dot get state. Response dot get state. So we will get the state. Okay, like error, success, come, okay, running. This type of state we will get. So that state I am storing in one variable. Okay, then I'm going to write, I'm going to print it, which state we are getting. Okay. If we are able to connect with Apex class, if state is success, if state is success, if state is success. So what I want the return value. Whatever value Apex class is returning, that return value I want. Okay. How can we get the return value? For that, we have to write one method. Response dot get return value. Response dot get return value. And when you will write the get return value, okay, so R should be in capital and V should be in capital. If you will write get state, okay, so S should be in capital form. If you will write in, if you will not write S in a capital form, you will get the error message. Okay, so response dot get return value, it will give the return value. Store it in any variable. So I'll get the name. So I'm storing the value in name variable. Okay, else if state is not success, I want to display one alert. Okay, whatever message you want to display, error, something went wrong, anything you can display. So it's the step three, callback function. Okay, set callback function. Okay, now this value, whatever value is coming, I am want to display it. So I'm writing console.log server side value. I want to print. So name JS. Okay, step three is completed. Now I'm going to write final step. Step four. Okay, so what is the step four? That is enqueue action. So we have to write $a dot enqueue action. So which method you are call in which method you are storing the method information. Okay, in which variable you are storing the method information, you have to pass it here. So dollar a dot enqueue action. Okay, so in final step, what we are doing, we are storing the live data. So data will come in a queue and we are storing the live data. Okay, so when we will check the functionality, so first what will happen in first step, we will call the method. Okay, in second step, what we are doing, in queue
output.
action will execute. Okay, in second step, in queue action will execute. So data will come from Apex class. Okay, so that data is coming. Which data is coming? Okay, we are able to connect with Apex class or not. Okay, if state is success, we are able to connect it. Data is coming. Complete data has came. Okay, if complete data has came, state is success. So we are taking the return value. Okay, so after that, set callback will execute. So it's the flow. Okay, so whenever you have to call the server side controller, it's mandatory to write all the method. Okay, same code you have to write many times. Whenever you will call the server side, write same code. Okay, step two is optional, which you can also write here also. Okay, if you want to write it, you can write action.js dot set params, which we use to send the data.
The
Hmm.
parentheses then semicolon.
Parenthesis.
Okay. So
Set params is the function. We have to write the function braces also. Okay, now there is no error. So it's the optional. If you want to write, you can write, else there is no need. But when you will send the data from JS to Apex class, that time it's mandatory. Okay, in this case, it's optional. So now data is coming. So what I'm doing, I want to display the data on click of button. So I'm going to create one button. First, I'm going to create the card title server side controller. Okay, title server side controller, and I'm going to create the button lightning button. Fine. I have created lightning button title. Sorry, label name. So label name, what I am writing, server side name. Okay. On click, I am calling this function. C dot my action and variant. So on click of button, I want to display the data. Okay. So name I want to display. So now value is coming in JS file. Okay. Value is coming in JS file. So I'm checking value is coming or not. So go to the application. server side component. Click on update preview. So example of server side controller, TK, server side controller, name server side controller. So I'm going to inspect it and checking data is coming or not on click of button. So server side name, yeah, there is some error. $a dot get callback response is not defined. Okay, let's check what is the error. You can see there is some error here. I have written response and many places I'm using response. Okay, write complete name, again refresh it. Server side name, state, yeah, state is success. We are able to connect with Apex class. Server side value, Goran Sen is coming. Okay, so now we are able to connect the server side controller with the client side controller. So now value is coming in client side controller. We have to send the data from JS2 component. How can we send the data from JS2 component? What we have to do? We have to create attribute and we have to send the data in attribute. So I'm going to create one attribute, name, name, type, string, and whatever the value in this attribute I want to display it. So v dot name. Okay, v dot name, and I'm going to display the icon name also. Okay, now value will display or not? If I click on the button, so value will display or not? No. Till now value will not display because we have not written the logic to send the data from JS to component. Now I'm going to write the logic. Okay. So how can we send the data from JS file to component file? With the help of component.set. So we have to write component.set. So value get return value, it will return the value which we are storing in name.js variable. Okay. So that value we have to send in attribute, in name attribute. So write the variable name, which variable value you want to send. So return value, I am storing in name.js variable. Then I am sending the name.js variable value in attribute. Now value will come. Okay, I am refreshing the page and clicking on button and I am getting the data. Goran to send. So from where this data is coming? It is coming from server side controller. Okay, this value is coming from server side controller. So do you have any doubt in this scenario? Any question which you want to ask to me?
The date is equal to date.
All steps are clear.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, when we will call Apex class in Aura component. So step one, add controller in Aura component. Okay. Step 2, call the method of Apex class in JS file. Okay. Step 3, which we have to write set callback method, and you can say set params method. Optional, it's the optional, not every time. If you will send the data that time, it's not optional. Step 4, set callback method. Step 5, enqueue action.
Set callback में C capital होगा और set param से P capital होगा ना.
हाँ, so when you will write set params,
Mandatory है.
हाँ, it's mandatory. If you will not write like that, you will get the error message. In set callback, if you are writing get state, okay, response dot get state, S will be in capital form. If you are taking return value, response dot get R in capital, B in capital. If you are not writing R and B in capital, you will get error message. 100% you will get error message. Okay, these are the steps which you have to follow. Okay, guys, then if you don't have any doubt in this scenario, so now I'm taking one scenario, okay, which we will complete it. So what I have done, I have to display contact record. I have to display contact records in Aura Lightning component. On reloading the page. Okay. Whenever you will reload the page, whenever you will reload the page, that time I want to display the contact record. Okay. What's my requirement? I want to display the contact records on reloading time. Okay. So I'm going to do it. How we will do it? Okay. Now we will learn. So first, what is the first step? Create Apex class. Okay. Create Apex class, write the query and fetch the data and store it in one variable, then return the data. So this one we will complete it. Okay. So file, new Apex class. So yeah, I'll call the method in Aura Lightning. So what is the first step? Method should be Aura enabled. We have tried one annotation, Aura enable. Okay, method should be Aura enabled. So create the method, public static method Okay, cat records any method name you can write, then write the logic. So I'm fetching contact record. So I'm going to create one list type of variable and writing the query. Select name from contact. Select name. We can write first name, last name, phone, email, lead source from contact. Okay. So if we are getting 50 record, so 50 record we are storing in con list variable. So we have to display these 15 record in Aura component. So I'm going to return all the data. Okay. I'm going to return it. So what is the data type of con list? List of contact. List of contact is the data type. So instead of void, what we will write list of contact.
List contact.
Yeah. Okay. So all the steps of creating the Apex class we have done. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to create component. Display contact record com. Okay, display contact record com. So I have created component. Now we have to call the Apex class in this component. So what is the second step which we have to follow? Write controller. Controller is equal to class name. Okay, it's the second step. So now go to the application and write the component name. Display con record component. Okay. So when we have to display the records at the time of reloading. So how can we call JS file at the time of reloading the page? How
Aura
can we?
handler.
Or handler.
Yeah, we will use Aura handler. With the help of Aura handler, we can call, you can say we can call JS file at the time of reloading the page. So I'm going to create one Aura handler. So who will tell me the mandatory attributes of Aura handler? What is the mandatory
Name value
attribute?
action. Name
Got
value
it.
action.
Name, value, action.
Name init value from Aura.
Name should be init, value should be this,
This action you
action,
can call it.
which function you want to call. There is one function, load function. I'm going to call it. Okay. So I'm calling load function. Going to create lightning card, title, display contact records, icon name, standard contact, then contact record. Okay, so I've created UI. Now on reloading time, I want to call JS file. So JS file we are calling. Now I want to call Apex class. Okay, so we know how can we call the Apex class in JS. We have to write some step. So step one, first call the method. How can we call the method? Component dot get. Because we are calling the class in component, now we are taking the class method value from component. Component dot get, what we are calling? Method. So to method we write C. If it is a attribute, we write B. C dot method name. Get records.